Ladies and gentlemen, I want to read you a very important demand that McCarthy has conceded to. Okay? If adopted, the new rule would allow 5 members of the House majority to force a vote of no confidence in their leader. They could oust McCarthy, and I believe it might even be lower. The threshold might be lower than 5 Republicans. There's 6 Republicans now. There used to be 20 holding out and blocking and preventing McCarthy from becoming Speaker of the House. He has conceded to everything that Chip Roy, Congressman Chip Roy, and others have demanded. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have a situation where you have Lauren Boebert, Matt Gaetz, Andy Biggs, 3 other Republicans not budging. This is very good. You have to understand something. Even if McCarthy gets the Speaker of the House, and he very likely will within the next week, 2 weeks, maybe tonight. There's another round tonight, so he lost a couple of attempts this morning or today, and I think it's up to 13th or 14th round. So you have to understand, I get when people say, oh, well, no McCarthy under any circumstance. Trump backed him, people. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Jim Jordan are backing McCarthy. Is he a political creature? Yes. But this never happened before. This would never happen and has never happened within the Democratic Party or Paul Ryan and Mitt Romney's Republican Party. This is completely different. They have taken away most of the authority and the power from the Speaker of the House. 5 members can oust and remove McCarthy. So Matt Gaetz can force McCarthy out. This is not hyperbole. I'm reading you a Politico article right here. And he's written a contract, or he's offered a written deal negotiated by 14 or no, a number of the Republicans who had been holding out. Okay, this never happens in the Democratic Party, and it never happened in the Republican Party prior to this point. Okay, when people say this is turmoil or chaos, they're used to business as usual, where Congress simply abides by the will of a speaker and a party boss. There are no party bosses anymore in the Republican Party. That's the only way Democrats run, is through party bosses, through a machine. So this is very good. I get the skepticism, but it's very, very good, even if McCarthy gets it tonight or tomorrow or next week, because he needs 2 of the 6 to become Speaker. He needs 2 of the 6 remaining holdouts. That's still a good thing, ladies and gentlemen, because what the Trump Republicans, or what very smart, intelligent people in Congress with critical thinking skills have done is they've said, look, we are not going to go back to business as usual. And so what I'm saying is, in addition to all the other demands, which we'll get to in a second, 5 members, and I think it's actually less than that, but he already conceded to that. He could be forced out in a moment's notice, in a heartbeat. Give me your thoughts below, ladies and gentlemen. Hit subscribe to this channel, H.A. Goodman, every single day in the morning at 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. Pacific. I would love to share the mornings with you, and just be here 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. tomorrow and forever on this channel. Have a fantastic weekend. And I had segments today also on H.A. Goodman's other channel at 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. If you want to read my writing in The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, The Federalist, and other publications, go to hagoodman.com, become part of a newsletter, to my Patreons. $1, $5, $10. Anything in Biden's economy that you are able to, if you want to support this channel and my work, because I have 3 channels, and it's just the support is unbelievable. So to my Patreons, thank you so much. I don't have $20 million in venture capital funding like some people, and I'm just a completely independent content creator, and what you see is what you get. I'm not right about everything, but I'm pretty spot on about most things. The analysis is worthwhile, interesting, and compelling. That's what I've been told. And so to my Patreons, thank you. If you want to become a member, please do so. I always give a shout out during live streams. I should have a live stream tonight. I will keep you updated. I planned on having one. I might do an upload, but I think I will have a live stream. And um, super thanks is below, next to the like and the share button. And just tell your friends about this channel, ladies and gentlemen. So, 2 of the 6 remaining members, but think about that for a second, okay? There's 6 remaining holdouts. These are the people most likely to vote to force McCarthy out if he doesn't play ball. You could have a no confidence vote next month. Could you imagine how hilarious and awesome that would be? Could you imagine that? And so this is a rule that McCarthy has conceded to. Okay? He's conceded to this. And so you don't like the reason I'm doing this segment is because I want people. This is a Politico article you can see right here. McCarthy relents on key conservative demands, but uncertainty remains over speaker bid. And this is a Politico article. If you go down, it's a couple of days back, but if you go and look at what Chip Roy and others are negotiating, you'll see that they're talking about committees, the power that Congress people have to make amendments, to propose bills. You know when Democrats, because I was on the left my whole life up until the past 4 years, 5 years or so, when Democrats want Medicare for all, they don't even have the courage or the political will or the audacity or the integrity to vote for it on the floor of the House. And you have one person who's awesome, Jimmy Dore. I have a great deal of respect for Jimmy Dore. I perhaps disagree with him on certain things pertaining to politics, or maybe a lot of things, but I agree with him a lot also. And he is fantastic. Jimmy Dore said, well, why don't you just vote for Medicare for all on the House floor? Why don't you put it to vote? And he had other pundits go after him on the left. Why? Because they're part of a computer program, the entire Democratic Party. It is like Tron, a video game. It's like the 80s movie Tron. They wouldn't even vote on that because I don't even know if the mechanism would allow them to vote. I believe that they could have. Pelosi didn't allow it, and the AOC didn't even push for it. This is different for the Republican side. Not only, see, they couldn't force Pelosi out. That was never going to happen. Not even with 20 or 30 members of a no confidence vote, I don't think. Okay? They weren't going to force Pelosi out ever. You could force McCarthy out in 2 seconds. And you could vote for bills without going through the speaker and giving and him giving the okay, yes or no. Also, you have more Freedom Republicans on committees. Also, I believe some declassified documents will be released pertaining to a whole bunch of investigations into Trump, January, Mar-a-Lago. That's what Matt Gaetz and others wanted, and I believe McCarthy acquiesced to that. He conceded to everything, people. I mean, to my 10-minute crowd, to my 9-minute to 10-minute crowd, do not lose hope or faith, and don't be stuck in a paradigm that, oh, well, it's just the same as usual. It's not. I'm telling you it's not. If you're watching this channel 10 minutes in, Be very, very excited and ready to just enjoy 2023. So if you enjoy the intrigue and the electricity of what's going on now, believe me, it's going to be a lot more interesting throughout the year. Once they get things rolling, you'll see declassified documents. You'll see Republicans disclose a whole bunch of things that Democrats wanted kept secret. So that's what Republicans. Trump wants McCarthy because of impeachment. And so Republicans have promised declassified documents pertaining to how they politicized and utilized government agencies against Trump. That's what Republicans like Matt Gaetz and Lauren Boebert and Chip Roy and Andy Biggs and others have wanted. And in addition to the impeachment of Biden, they're going to investigate Hunter, and every day will be impeachment proceedings. So they'll impeach Biden on actual felonies, okay? Graft, bribery, potential bribery. You'd have to read. See, here's the thing. You'd have to read the New York Post, but it was suspended by Twitter. They don't have Twitter. They don't have FTX, $1 billion, according to Elon Musk. And Democrats don't have a McCarthy, or they don't have a Paul Ryan. They have a McCarthy that can be deposed with 5 votes. I think it might be less than that. This is a completely new paradigm change, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to remember that. It is a completely new paradigm change. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. A deal is close. Could be tonight, could be tomorrow, could be next week. A deal is close. Only 2 of the 6 need to side with McCarthy. And again, it's not a bad thing. Look, the Speaker of the House position has been stripped away of pretty much all of its power. It is now very close to being a ceremonial position. Okay, Trump Republicans got everything they wanted, especially this. This is the most important thing. I mean, in addition to impeachment. And so the really hilarious thing is that it would have behooved Democrats to actually try to get McCarthy on their side, but they would it's like a cult. They don't ever think that way. Anyway, give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe to this channel. I'll be back in a couple of hours. Ladies and gentlemen, be very excited. This is huge. Give me your thoughts. Thank you.